Hey guys, Double Wide 6 here, and in today's video I'm going to be taking an old dishwasher pump that had failed, and I'm trying to remove the motor from the pump housing, and I'm hoping to make myself a little usable tool. Unfortunately, there's no real good way to remove this thing because it's not meant to be removed. Well, I think we're getting there. There we go. Got that apart. Now I gotta get this stuff off. Alright, that's all there was to it. So hopefully I didn't bend that shaft. Looks pretty good. So here's our motor shaft, and the thread on there is some sort of odd thread. It's very close to a 10 metric, but it's not quite. And this plastic thing has this thread in there, so I'm going to try and get that out of there, but it's glued in place. As you can see, it's in there pretty well. So I'm going to work at hitting this thing out and see if I can't get it to loosen up. Looks like I'm slowly getting it, so I'm just going to work at chipping this away with a chisel. Alright, so we have this centerpiece now, and that's a perfect fit, so that threads right on. So now we're getting somewhere. Well, I managed to get her together without too much fiddling around. So I have a small brush on there. So I don't have it in the proper box yet or anything, but we're just testing this out on the vise carefully. And as you can see, she's spinning nice and true. And what's it for? Oop, it's for cleaning out carburetor bowls. At least that's what I think it's for. We put that right on there, push in. Not too bad. Pretty good, really. It's good on that inside edge there where the gasket seats. The nut on the end of this, I think I should maybe file down a little bit just to make sure I don't damage the bottom of the bowl. Here I have a spark plug, pretty dirty. Let's see how that works. It's not the strongest motor, but I'll tell you what, if you're ever on my big grinding wheel and a spark plug comes flying back up, I never had one hit me, but I've had them shoot right by me. Looks pretty good. I could probably give this brush a clean. It's a bit like greased up from previous jobs I used it with. That smoothed out that nut pretty good. Alright, we're going to try it with a little bit of carb cleaner. That's usually how I do these. Whoa. Not too bad. So there's the inside shined up with a rag, and then there's some debris here I'm going to try and get off. So we'll try that. You can see it does a nice job. The brush is so dirty that it's not doing it any justice, but you can see it. That thing is pretty good looking. So there you have it, a little circular grinder. I guess I should mention that this brush is very soft, which makes it good for cleaning these things because it won't damage them. And it happens to be a really good fit there. I actually ended up not using the part from that motor because it would go on the shaft, but then I'd have to figure out how to use the other end. And I actually had an elongated bolt, as you can see, that fit on that shaft, and I put a little half of it on the shaft, and then the other half I threaded a bolt down into. And I'm debating how I want to mount this thing. It could stick through a hole in a workbench. There's already some mounting holes here. I could possibly run some pipes down, or like I said, I could put it under the bench. And there's also threaded holes on the back, which are just could be used with standard screws. So it really pays to have some stuff laying around. Usually, you know, I have all kinds of nuts and bolts that I'll just put them on a tray like that, sort through. I mean, you never know when you're going to need a rectangular nut like that. And then when I'm done sorting them out, I just take my tray here and I dump it in. And that makes real quick work of looking for nuts and bolts. So anyhow, hopefully you enjoyed this little project. It's nothing that exciting, and like I said, it's not gonna replace my grinder, but it will find a use in my shop. So anyhow, I'm Double Wide 6. I got a bunch of repair videos on my channel, and at the bottom of this video I'm going to be putting a link to my gear wrench set that I used to tighten down our single bolt. But these are great wrenches, and I will put a link in the description under the video. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.